So there's been a lot that's been happening, of course, down at the U.S.-Mexico border. And I wanted to go down and have a look in Nogales, visiting our friend Claudia down there to see what's changed and what's happening with local politics, with the cartel situation, and just generally economically there in town, and was pretty surprised at some of what's going on.
Hardly any tourists.
Okay.
Because they're all going to the Tren Maya, to Yucatan and all that.
Why?
So all the tourists are going down there now.
Okay, so this is a big kind of government mega project
Oh yeah.
on the Yucatan Peninsula to draw tourists down that direction.
Yes.
And there's lots of kind of stops that they've put together. And so it sounds like it's taking a lot of the tourism from places like Nogales.
Yeah. But this is a small town, so there's not actually a lot to see. Yeah.
but there are some things to do.
Yeah. That is true.
Okay, so
but now that we're going to have the tourist train, it's going to cross all the country.
Okay.
All the country. It's going to go from Nogales to all the way to the Istmo, and then transfer it. It's going to be a transfer there. You're going to go through Yucatan, through Mazatlan.
Oh my. That's from, this is all going to be one continuous rail line?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when I was in Tijuana last, it looks like they were possibly putting it in as far as Tijuana.
Yeah, well, they could know because they're going to connect it. There's going to be stops, okay? Like,
right.
This is going to go all the way to Ixtlan, Nayarit.
Okay. And then cut across the country?
And then it's going to be half. And there's going to be a station.
Yes.
So whether you like to get off or look at the tourist area and stuff like that, but it's going to keep on going.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a lot of movement going on.
And then eventually this is going to link up with the line in Yucatan.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And the Tren
That's
Maya.
going to be really cool.
Oh, yes, it is. And if you want to jump into the Tren Maya, that's a tour through Yucatan.
Yes.
That's a different story.
Oh, okay. So this rail line won't necessarily connect with the Yucatan one.
No, because that's
I see.
the
Okay.
one you're talking about is the Tren Maya.
Yes.
That's a different tourist area because it's so big that way.
Okay. So this line will, at least this portion is going from Nogales down through Nayarit towards the coast.
Yes.
To Mazatlan.
Yes. All the way to Mazatlan.
Okay.
And then from there, there's going to be a big station. Well, there's going to be stations all across the country.
Okay.
Where the train is going to be stopping to get more people or people to get off.
Okay.
And then it's going to keep on going.
Okay. Now, obviously, there's probably going to be security concerns because this train would have to go through Sonora, Sinaloa, in order to be able to get down to Nayarit.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Knock all this down. Everything. All the way down there to that area where the orange line is.
Yeah.
To the orange protection.
All of this is just going to get wiped out. And the
everything.
Will run right through here, above the ground?
No.
No, this is all going to be underground.
No.
No.
It's going to be the bridge, that bridge is going to come down into Buenos Aires. And the train is going to go under the bridge. So it's going to go curvy like this, and it's going to start around there somewhere.
Okay.
I think it's going to start there.
So this will be a big train station area right here. Basically, as soon as you get across the border, you'll be able to hop on the train.
You'll be able to buy your tickets and go anywhere you want from Mexico to Mexico. They're going to knock all this down.
Okay.
They're going to make a big a big, you know, not so big, not as big as the one down there. Have you seen it? We're gonna go down there.
Okay.
Just hang on. I don't know how this is gonna work. Probably we're gonna have to climb up some stairs.
Great. I have not been to Nogales in almost 6 months. What has happened in town since I was here last?
The population went down.
Oh.
Mexicans are getting more money. There's more cars. There's more economy going on. But the tourists, you know, the first block, the people that work with tourists like me, we don't have a job no more. So this is the entrance. This is going to be the entrance to go underground, okay?
Okay.
So all this is going to be, you know, but let's go somewhere where we're gonna get to see the big hole inside the. They say I have to ask for permission
To be able to go
so
out.
you
That's
can, you know, film.
I see.
But they're not here. So come on.
So there's a lot fewer tourists in the last 6
We
months.
feel the bombs, Jesse.
So is that in part having to do with the recent trouble with the Mayo faction and the Chapo faction?
Oh no, that doesn't. Here in Nogales right now, everything is like they're cleaning. Government is cleaning every area. So there's hardly like the mobs going on. There's hardly none.
Okay, so it hasn't gotten this far north. It's just mostly in Sinaloa still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nogales is like, you know, this used to be a heavy mob place. There, a lot of people came here with their whatever they brought, and they used to cross it over.
2017, 2018 time period was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all that, all of a sudden, it stopped. It stopped because, as you can see, you can walk anywhere or everywhere, and there's no problems.
Okay. Wow, that's not what I was expecting, but that's really
At
great.
nighttime, you can go out
Okay.
walking like it used to be.
Very cool.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Because for a while, we couldn't be outside after 10, 11. We had to be home.
yes.
Because you heard a lot of shots. You heard a lot of disaster with the mobs. But right now it's kind of, you know, it's like they're fighting for their territories, but they can't do it here.
Okay, so there's
They
still
know they can't.
the kind of line that's running down the middle of town where kind of Mayo has one faction, Chapo has the other.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but they're not fighting about that.
But no.
At least at this point, it hasn't moved this far north. A lot of what I'm reading is that this is still early days and that it could get a lot worse in the future.
Well, no, not with the new government. It's
Okay.
gonna, all that is gonna slow down.
Okay, you think that your namesake, Claudia Sheinbaum, will wind up having maybe a little bit more control than AMLO did?
Well,
over-
Claudia is very, very firm with what she says.
Okay.
Okay, she's not like, she's not, let's say, she's not considering whatever they do to survive here in Mexico. What she is she's a futurist. So she thinks more of the people that are hardworking, you know, honestly.
Yes.
She's thinking more of giving the kids, you know, school,
Right.
academy rights and all that,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
This is my house. We're gonna go up this way.
Okay. So she's concerned with growing the economy, making sure things stay peaceful, etc. She's focusing on continuing these AMLO reforms work towards strengthening the economy rather than going directly to war against the cartels, because that had such a negative consequence, starting with
Calderon.
and Calderon. Okay, okay.
That is not, I think, what I see is not a good strategy.
Okay.
AMLO has a good strategy. Sheinbaum, following his lead, is perfect.
Okay.
Because whatever AMLO left her to do, or it was left for our country to rise up, it's being done. You know? So all what's happening with Sheinbaum, AMLO had it in mind, but he wasn't.
Didn't have enough time.
He didn't have enough time.
Because AMLO only had 6 years, he's able to kind of continue these reforms because Claudia got elected and she can continue the work.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people are speculating that she will be harder on the cartels than AMLO was.
Well, because that was, okay, here's what's happening. It's not that she's being harder, it's that AMLO didn't have time to put down his foot on them, you know? His main goal was to strengthen the economy because of the COVID and all that. He did it, you know? And it's known.
The economy through COVID.
It's known worldwide that Mexico kept its strength and it even grew, economy speaking. Mm-hmm. So that was his goal. And to direct all the income to programs, to education, to health, to the mega infrastructure, the mega projects and all
helping
that.
Students, helping elderly people with
so
retirement.
That was the first step.
Okay.
Now it's the second step. What's the second step? To clean Mexico. Okay, that's the second step. That's why they're moving with strategies, you know?
Okay.
It's going on right now in Sinaloa. What's going on? There's a war over there, you know?
Yes.
But it's not a war against the civils. It's a war against the mobs.
Okay.
So I believe that should be taken in consideration by our own citizenships, you know?
Okay.
Because they don't consider that. They don't see that. What they're seeing is most of Sinaloa used to live off the drug dealers and all that, you know? As it's worldwide known, we're not consumers.
There's drugs.
Yeah. So that's what all the poor people did to survive.
Right.
And I don't blame them. And that's a culture that Claudia Sheinbaum is fighting to irrigate, you know,
so this
to rip off.
To get more opportunities into places like Sinaloa so that like legitimate job opportunities so that people won't be trapped having to participate in the drug economy.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they're hitting the states where it popped out, you know. Guerrero, Michoacan, Sinaloa, and all those places, that's where the mob actually came up from, you know.
Right.
So that's where they're at.
Okay.
You know, they're not dealing with the small drug dealers, the ones that sell their little amounts. No, they're dealing with the big guys. They're dealing with the big dudes. Yeah. So there was no, I believe, there's no case them coming over here and getting all these people that are trying, you know, to survive or trying to make a little bit of extra money when their quantity is going to be what? What could it be? An ounce, 2 ounces? And over there, they're hitting the labs, they're hitting the mega amounts. So that's what's going on.